Hello and welcome back to my channel MAJ Cognitions. I am back with another gardening video. So today I decided to make a video about one of my hardiest plant, that's Calathia. I wanted to show you my beautiful Calathia plant I have and the way it's growing and the growth pattern and the behavior or overall behavior of this plant. It's a very interesting and a different type of plant of all of the plants I ever had. Well, all the plants are unique, okay, but this one is a very different type of plant. It's hardy, low light plant. It can also do well in the direct lightings. You know, it can survive the direct sunlight. In fact, it grows faster if we give them the stronger and the direct lighting. However, the tips of the leaves, you know, gets brownish and kind of looks like a kind of drying out, but because of the heavy lighting get directly from sun, it grows faster, it buds more when it is in a very bright location. So let me show you how my plant is doing and how it started out. So here's my plant. Here's my Calathia. I started this Calathia with like two little leaves, and I planted two small leaves here with root on it. I mean, it's just all it has is a root system and a leaf, and it grows many leaves from that root system directly. It has a stem, but that stem is not really a stem, it's just a bunch of leaf stem, you can call it, the stick on which leaves grow. So this is the stem of my Calathia, and these are the bunch of leaves growing, and they're doing really well. So there were two leaves and more leaves popped out. The way it grows is very unique. It just comes out as a curly little leaf, and then it uncurls itself and unfolds its beautiful foliage. So I have shorter leaves here, and the taller ones are going all the way up to here. You can see that. This is my tallest one. Look at the beautiful foliage and the pattern on the leaf. It's an amazing looking plant. And because my garden is very overcrowded, because I don't have a lot of space, it's a very small space garden, this plant is doing really well when it comes to propagation. You know, in this small space it's thriving, considering that it has a lot of competition in the root system, because there are a lot of roots around the root of this plant, so it has to take, you know, nutrition from the soil. So but it's still doing really well, and it is thriving. It's not only just surviving, it's thriving in this kind of situation as well. So let me show you the way it propagates. Hope you can see that little bud coming out. This is how the bud comes out. They come out from the ground, from the bottom, from the root system, and then they take a form of individual plant. So this here, you see this one, it just started out as a bud, just like that one, and now it's a big huge Calathia. So this is the parent plant, this was a bud, the first bud which popped out. Now it's a big individual plant. New bud are popping out from the soil now. They are going to take a form of big individual Calathia plants, and it also pops out from a very unexpected places in the soil bed. Let me show you what I mean by that. Can you see this? I have a Syngonium plant growing here, but from the middle of the root system and of the base of the Syngonium plant, as you can see, it's so crowded. You know, there are a lot of roots, a lot of stems going on here. They're growing here of my Syngonium, which is also called as arrowhead plant. But from the middle of it, okay, from somewhere in the bottom, a bud popped out, uncurled its leaf. Now this Calathia leaf has grown in the middle of my arrowhead plant. You see how amazing and hardy this plant is? It overcomes obstacles. It can tolerate low lighting, as you can see, where there is a lot of shades around it. Okay, it's all covered. I had originally, when I grew this caladium, I'm sorry, I keep saying caladium, it's Calathia. Caladium is this. Here is caladium. This is Calathia. So I started out with this plant indoors. Actually, this is not an original plant, by the way. The one which I grew here, as I told you that I grew 2 leaves here, that they were not original Calathia which I got. Originally I just got 2 little leaves which I grew indoors. That was like extreme indoors with very low lighting, but it grew a lot bigger, and I had a huge Calathia plant growing indoors. I'm gonna show you a picture on the screen. You can see that this was the Calathia I had when I grew it indoors. You know, it was bushy, it was growing really well. And what I did is I decided to propagate and, you know, split all the Calathia into different cups, and they were all indoors. And for some reason, maybe because the cups did not have drainage system, I don't know, maybe that is the reason, they all dried out. They did not survive. However, one of the Calathia was kind of alive. It was almost dead, but still there was a living part in the plant. So I decided to take it off the cup. I grew it in these little cups, but they didn't make it. So, but one of them was alive, so I just took it. There were just 2 leaves left, almost, you know, going to die, and I replanted them over here, and now you can see the results. They are thriving. They grew up a lot bigger. In fact, the bud which popped out from the parent plant is growing a lot bigger and better than the original parent. So this is an amazing plant. It can survive low lightings. You just need to make sure that the soil is proper, that it has a proper drainage, okay? And it will thrive in low light conditions. As you can see on over here, there is a direct sunlight coming on it, but it's still thriving. In fact, it's growing a lot bigger and taller. So it can withstand direct sunlight. It can grow just fine in the low light spots indoors. It's a very hardy plant. It gives a great aesthetic value to your garden or indoor spaces. It's an amazing plant to have, and propagating this plant is very easy. You can just take one and in a few months you're gonna have a lot. So hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Share it with your friends. Check out my other videos, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. Thank you very much for watching.